Could I have waited for the song to end? Probably. But that is none of your business. Happy 10 consecutive streams. That's huge. That is gigantic. Hi, Kat. Hope you're well. So, oh, let me put in my title that I have surprises. Um, how are you? Okay, surprises later? Okay, that's good. That feels adequate to let everybody know that I have surprises. Very excited for surprises, by the way. We'll keep it on hold until after I finish, because we're probably gonna finish it tonight. Shut the fuck up, no one cares. But yeah. Sorry I'm late. I decided not to stress about getting here on time. I had a pretty fucking ass day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was pretty dog shit. But we're here now, and that's what counts. The day has improved generally. Um, it's Fanfiction Friday went on Saturday, obviously. That's the best it could get. Um, so we will jump right into it. I have it cracked open. Because we ended on a, ooh. I was really close. Don't have to dude, I fucking wish that was me. Happy jack shit. That's huge. That's gigantic. Especially after all the driving shit you've had to do this week. Ugh, disgusting. That's okay. It's over now. Thank God. I can read fanfiction and give you your surprises as God intended. Um, my dad and brother got into a pretty severe car crash. Um, they're fine. I would be not here if they weren't. I'm not a freak. But they got into a pretty bad car accident, so I it was a bit of a weird one today. The plan is that we were going to um so my mom does craft shows because she crochets. So she had a craft show today in location that's kind of far away from us. Not super far, but far enough away for it to be like kind of a nuisance to drive through. Excuse me, drive to. So we had driven there under the intention that we would get Owen, my brother. Um we would walk around the craft show, pretty small one, so all in all not a super, crazy thing. And then drive to pretty much the opposite direction to go to the beach, Lake Michigan. Love her, no notes. It was already raining though, so that idea was kind of shot. So we were going to the craft show and we were going to debate it with my brother who was supposed to already have been there. Um but we had gotten there, and my mom was inconsolable because she had just been informed that my dad and brother had gotten into a car accident and the car was not drivable anymore. So it was pretty severe. Not the car is kind of a piece of shit, so that could really mean anything. But we had to go. So I was going to go pick them up, my brother and dad, because they no longer have a car. And so I started getting in my car, but my mom was like, take your sister too, because my grandparents happened to be at the craft show with my mom. So she had some emotional support. So it was both my sister and I. We had to drive to some random ass Kohl's in a strip mall, to pick them up. And so we picked them up. Well, I'm calling because I can't find them in the Kohl's parking lot like they promised they would be in. Um, and so I was calling, and so my dad finally picks up and is like, the paramedics have recommended that we be taken to the hospital. Already not loving this whole situation, so a hospital run, not my favorite thing in the world. Um, so, we pick up, so they end up getting figured out with all the car stuff seems to get handled relatively. They walk over to the, um, parking lot, we pick them up, and then we go to the hospital. And so we go into the hospital and everyone is fucking rude. It's awesome. Love the ER, no notes. Everyone's rude. My sister and I aren't really supposed to be back there because at a certain point, so my dad, who doesn't cry, cried, so you can imagine how that was. And so my sister and I had to be like the adults in the situation. Really hated that. But anyway, so um we it ended up being where there was bruising on my brother's stomach that bothered the nurse. So he had to get a bunch of testing done. My dad got a couple of x-rays. So my brother got blood work, CT scans, blah blah blah. And and then ended up needing to be transferred to a different hospital, slightly closer to home, thank God, cuz we were in the hospital kind of annoyingly far. But so we go to the so we're still in the weird hospital that's far away. And so my mom calls and I had told her that my brother needed to be transferred to the other hospital. So she's fucking freaking out. So she booked it over to the hospital that we were at as fast as possible. And but they weren't letting her back into the room that we were in. So my sister and I had to leave because they only allowed two people back there at a time. Which is weird because when we got out into the lobby, the ER lobby or whatever the hell, waiting room, um, my mom and grandma both had like visitor stickers, but they didn't do any of that shit with us. They had just kind of like waved us back and we got to go with my brother and dad. It was really weird. Yeah. I don't really understand why that was something that was whatever. So they we leave and we basically so my mom's all of my mom's craft show stuff was still at the craft show location, so my sister and I drove back there, lugged what we could because it wasn't everything back home, and then we just sat around and waited for updates. So we definitely didn't get like the worst of it, like my mom split, well, we split the duty basically. But yeah, so they ended up getting home like a couple of hours ago and everyone's fine. For the most part, if certain parts of them hurt, um, they won't they'll have to like call back or whatever and go back, but I'm pretty sure we'll probably be fine. Because they both walked out of it pretty easily. So, I'm not super concerned. It's definitely not fun, but I would think because you have two people back there, you could have and the like, and it was funny because they had to like get enough chairs for my sister and I to sit back there. So they clearly weren't even ready to have two people back there. So it was weird that they didn't let her back, but whatever. We left. It was not a big deal. Hi. Relaying the car crash story, which you were there for. But yeah, overall, had to inform the people. I love to yap. It's a I stepped on. We have to take you to the ER now. Get in the car. Ow. I hope you feel better. I hope you are able to recover. Because oh my god, that's fucking terrible. But anyway, so yeah, that was mostly the gist of it. It was the car. No, no, shh, 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 shh. It's okay. The car can't hurt you anymore. Um, but so yeah, that was what occurred. Physically, yeah, I'm fine. The emotional toll of stepping on an earring. Exactly, the emotional toll of stepping on an earring, just as I said. Um, but yeah, like when I was in there with my mom, me and my brother were allowed back there until my dad came back. Which, yeah, that makes sense. It was just weird because like she's like his wife, so like I don't really. I'm not gonna question that. So like I don't know why his children were the preferred people, but whatever. Um, yeah, the everyone was just super fucking rude. It was really funny because I was watching my dad, I guess, because Grace went to go with Owen to his CT scan. So I hung back with my dad, and one of the nurses like probed him for more information on the car crash because apparently, and she didn't like write it down or like need any extra information. Everyone knew it was a car crash already, but she asked for like the full unabridged tale for some reason, which he had already shared with her in front of Owen. So it was weird that she had asked for the information again, and he was clearly distressed by this information because he fucked up and he blames himself like nobody's business that this happened, and it's like his son that hurt. No, it's either girl. Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't think she wrote it down either time. So it was very weird that she asked it all and just kind of threw my dad into more emotional turmoil. It's like I don't think this is particularly necessary to be discussing. We know it was a car crash. I don't know why you need to know exactly what happened. What you I'm sure you have enough stories. You're a fucking ER doctor, okay? You don't need the specific. He's on the roof. Leave that man alone. Yeah. Just like Prince of Egypt. Leave that man alone. But anyway, let's fucking jump in since I'm already late and I spent literally 10-15 minutes talking about how awful my day was. Um, let my people go. My father. Exactly. So true. My dad, not like my father. No, of course. I would hate for that to be misconstrued for you. I mean, after the crash, we were mad chillin'. So true. I still want to finish my magnum opus. I might drag you out there after hours, after stream. Because we're so close to having it done. But anyway, let's jump right in. After? Maybe. But anyway, let's jump in. We're in PD's POV. So not only have we lost Tad, but most of the preppies. I will be too sleepy. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. So not only have we lost Tad, but most of the preppies have been so funny. Forgot they killed all the preps. Have been wiped out in one fell swoop because someone poisoned their wines. That's just dirty. Miraculously, Biff didn't die, but he might as well have, judging by the lost look in his eyes, as he gave 2 spare coats to Ivan and Gordon, who were forced to wear maids' outfits for Darby's amusement. He suddenly looks not younger, but more vulnerable. Yeah, everyone except for Biff, which is crazy. I cannot believe Pinky died like that. I'm so mad. Oh yeah, Biff is still here, and Gord wasn't in the room, so I'm not sure where Gord is at, but I am curious. Cause it was like Justin, Chad, Bryce was there, Pinky was there, Tad fell off the roof. I hate that. Me too. Like, if you kill every woman, that just feels wrong. Like, I just don't. I know there's not many to begin with, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, we grew up together, he murmured to me, even though I didn't say anything to him. Always together. We never fought or argued until tonight. I never punched him before outside the ring. I used to grow up promising that I'll be his personal bodyguard so that I can be with him forever, but things don't always work out. Pinky? I mutter, and he nods, wiping his cheeks. Huh? What? Huh? They killed Mickey. I know. Literally despicable. She got here and then she died. They've been doing that with a lot of the girls, though. Um, Pinky? I mutter, and he nods, wiping his cheeks. I was always under the impression that he primarily liked girls, but I guess I should have known. At that moment, Jimmy approached us along with Ricky, and we faced them. All right, men, Jimmy breathed. Let's get you back, and Ricky and I will continue the search. I froze and suddenly gripped his arm, staring at him. I'm coming with you, I mumbled, but he shook my hand off of him. It's too dangerous. I realized that. He paused, looking at the other 4 males before sighing. Petey, I don't want to take any more risks. You have to get to safety. Why? Because I'm weak? I snapped, and he jumped. Because I'm a pest? Oh, so that's how it is. What a shocking surprise. Petey, Ricky quickly said, it ain't even because of that. Bullshit, I yelled. It's always been this way. Everyone walks over me because I'm the weak dork who isn't a nerd and is a nobody. Well, Gary was right this whole time anyway. I'm a sissy weak girl with no strength or redeemable qualities apart from whatever brains I got. I stormed off to the doors, yanking it open. Is this a good time to be emotionally upset with your friends? Probably not, but sure, go off. But someone suddenly grabbed my hand. Petey, wait. Ricky whispered, and I stiffened, looking over my shoulder at him in shock. His eyes met mine, and I'm aware of my heart hammering away beneath my chest. What? I murmured, but he still didn't let go. Yet he hesitated to talk again. Come on, this isn't the time to joke around. I'm not, he blurted, and let go of me. Petey, you can be weird, and you called Peanut gay, but you are a likable guy. That's so funny. Oh yeah, he did call Peanut gay. Let's go, Petey! Like 10 people died. So true. You had just witnessed an entire room of people being poisoned. Like, you're literally insane. For walking out of there. But anyway, but you are a likable guy. You're not a jock either, so that's another bonus. If you're trying to cheer me up, it's not working, I sighed before shivering and closed the door. I've always held myself back. All I could do is give advice and ideas for other people to act on. I'm the head boy as well, and I'm supposed to be helping people. You're prepared to lead the school, not a rescue party, he said carefully. It's true, but you're a helpful guy. But only with theory and stuff. We need bronze for this mission, and Jimmy would only feel like crap if anything happened to you. Yeah, right. Appropriately, at that moment, Jimmy jogged up to us, panting. Don't run off like that. Well, oh, we ran off? Damn. Don't forget cringe counter. Okay, so true. It should be on. So you guys can cringe as you please. Um, happy cringe. Happy first cringe stream. Happy first cringe stream. Don't run off like that. Well, there's a killer on the loose, he ordered. We've already lost too many people to count. Then I saw it in his eyes. Uncharacteristic worry. In his own way, I guess he does care. I'm sorry, I deflated. I'll go back to the boys' dorm. It's just that you're my best friend. A jerk, yeah, but a friendly one. Can I have a cringe, please? That is despicable. I hate that so much. Literally go to jail. Jimmy said nothing, only stepping close to rest his chin on my shoulder while his arm wrapped my waist. Thank you for your cringe. What? No, so true. I could only stare ahead as Ivan, Biff, and Gordon engaged in small talk, with the prep looking much calmer than he was moments ago. Oh, my sip count as well. Oh, yeah. Your British sip count. Very excited for you. You're my best friend too, Petey. That's why I want you to be safe. He let go of me, awkwardly holding my shoulder before he removed his hand. So live. Stay alive for me, alright? I tipped forward to hug him around his torso, and he let out a wheeze as I winded him, burying my face into his chest. Promise. I hate making promises, but I didn't exactly promise to stay at the dorm. It's why as soon as Ricky and Jimmy left together, is this a good plan? Sure, fuck it, let's do that. Let's fuck around and find out. Heading directly towards the auto shop area, I walked off with Biff, Gordon, and Ivan. I impulsively took a matchbox from Biff's back pocket that he kept for smokes and hid it in my pocket. The moment we stepped into the boys' dorm, much to the celebratory cheers of the survivors, I sneakily stepped back outside and burst into a sprint before anyone could stop me. Why? I do not understand why. So stupid.